But listen to the difference in this. Which one would you call back? Hey, Dustin, Matt Easton, you don't know me. But hey, I work with Easton University. We're the #1 sales coaching in the industry. I've seen you on LinkedIn, huge fan of what you guys are doing. Listen, I'm trying to set up a time where if we could just spend 5 minutes together, I'd love to show you how we can increase your closing ratios. Typically, most of our clients increase their closing ratios by 700%, right? So a 7-to-1 increase in sales. I'd love to just schedule 5 minutes of your time. I'm going to shoot you over an email right now, pal, to a link to my Calendly. If you could go, because, I don't like to do the work. I make my clients do my work for me. If you could go to my Calendly, pick up a time, we'll schedule a 20-minute time for us to talk, because I know you've got nothing better than to do 20 minutes with a random ass salesperson, right? By the way, this is what they're hearing when they read this. By the way, everything that I just told you was true. We do.
That was me average, 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was never me, but I've worked with a lot of people like that. And it's just because I had mentors at 10 years old that I watched people close huge deals and I never heard them sound like that, right? But the key point is everything I just said in that voicemail was true. You can go to Easton University and look, we have 1,000 video testimonials and people are literally like 900% improvement, right? But when I lead with that crap, even though it's true, even though it's facts, Dustin deletes the messages and blocks my number, right? In life, guys, I'm going to drop a cheat code for you. Okay. Whether it's getting a sale, getting a promotion, getting that first date with that person you fell in love with when you first saw her. My wife fell in love with her the minute I saw her. It's the hardest thing in the world to get a first date with her. In life, when you slow the process down in the beginning, you will speed up the result in the end. I'm going to say that because it's really important to learn. When you slow the process down in the beginning, you will speed up the result in the end. Okay. So here's the definition of slowing down in the beginning. Let them know who you are, how you're connected, and that you have an idea you want to get their opinion. Hey, Dustin, Matt Easton, founder of Easton University. You and I are connected through the Chamber of Commerce. Hey, I've got an idea I'd love to get your opinion on. Could you call me on my mobile 720-660-3202? I'm not saying every Dustin is going to call you back, but Dustin, if you heard that on your voicemail, or more importantly, read that clear, concise, read that on your visual voicemail, are you going to hit the number, call the person back?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's interesting because I get, being in my position, I get calls from hundreds of salespeople every week. Yep. And I actually talked to our sales team about the same thing. Like, I've never gotten a voicemail like that.
Yeah. And now here's the thing. I'm giving you some free stuff right now. Okay. Yeah. And your sales team, not yet, hopefully down the road, they're not members to the greatest club in sales. They're not members to Easton University yet, but check this out. The recipe, show them a copy of this episode. The recipe for the email is the same damn thing. It is not PDFs. It's not 42 pages. The email is this. Dustin, Matt Easton, founder of Easton University. You and I are connected on LinkedIn. I've got an idea that I'd love to get your opinion on. Can you call me on my mobile? It is word for word the same thing. Sales reps, managers, business owners, entrepreneurs, what I'm about to tell you, this is going to hurt, but trust me, it will be well worth it. I want you to think back to that excitement you had when you first got started. Maybe it was your first day. You thought about all of the lives that you were going to change with your amazing product, your business, your service, your solutions. And hey, let's be honest here, you were going to make a lot of money in the process of helping people, helping businesses change their lives. But it didn't work out exactly that way, did it? If you're anything like me, if you're anything like most people in sales, you found it was just a little bit more difficult to close those deals than you thought, or maybe you're struggling right now. Now, I warned you, this is the part that's going to hurt, but in order for this to work, you and I need to be honest with each other. I want you to think about all the reasons that you're not hitting your targets, all the reasons you're not making the sales that you had anticipated making. Is it the economy, your competition, your territory, your pricing? Maybe it's your manager, your product, your service, your solution. Here's the part that's going to hurt. There's a 94% chance it is none of those, and it's time you face reality. The reason why you have to work so hard just to close a single deal has nothing to do with the economy, nothing to do with your competition, your territory, your manager, your product, your price, your service. The reason why it's so hard for you is you simply haven't learned a better sales process. But wait, you've had sales training from your company? Yeah, I did too. You've read some sales books. I read just about every single one of them. Or maybe you're saying to yourself, well, I was always born a salesperson. Nobody is born knowing how to sell more than they're born knowing how to speak Cantonese or fly an F-22 fighter jet. And by the way, the right sales process is a lot easier to learn than a language or flying an airplane, but you still have to learn it. My name is Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University, and if you'll let me coach you, I can show you how to sell more than you've ever imagined without being pushy, without being manipulative, without following some super complex system where you spend more time trying to figure out what stage your deal is in than actually closing deals. If you will let me coach you, you will never, ever, ever, ever find yourself blaming the economy, your products, your price, your manager, your territory, your competition again, because you're gonna be in total control of the sales process and the outcomes. I've devoted my life to unlocking the perfect sales process, and I want to coach you the same way I've helped thousands of other people in the exact same position that you are right now sell a reported $3.47 billion, yeah, that's billion with a B, over the last 12 months. I've been where you're at right now. I know how to help you. I can show you in just a matter of minutes what will take you years of trial and error to learn on your own. Now, if you've made it this far, but you're saying to yourself, it can't be that simple, just trying a new sales process alone will not get me to where I want to go. I know exactly what you're feeling. I said those exact same things, and I was wrong. Having the right sales process changed absolutely everything for me. So I want you to do me and yourself this favor and spend just a minute or two over at eastonuniversity.com checking out what we've built. Now, if you spend a couple minutes and you decide that our coaching can't help you, it can't help you change everything about your career, everything about your life, no harm, no foul. You can continue to do things the way you're doing them right now. But just imagine, what if you head over to eastonuniversity.com right now and it connects with you? What if it is that simple? Suddenly everything starts to make sense and everything changes for you. Your career, your income, your goals, your company. You start heading in the direction you always thought you could. Isn't it worth taking a couple minutes and seeing if that might be the case? Easton University is more than a platform. It's more than live coaching with me. It's your future, and you and your future are worth it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you and I have met each other, and I look forward to seeing you over at eastonuniversity.com right now.